So good morning-ish. It's almost noon, so it's not afternoon. So I guess that would be still good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the next episode, the next installment, the next subscription of the Pantheon of Apollo. I am your host, the voluptuous Apollo. Um, I hadn't planned on recording yet. Um, I originally had planned on finishing up some details and fleshing out a bunch of stuff first. Um, I was working on fixing my hand over here. I was rocking out to some corn, just getting these sizes a little bit better, trying to go through and just flesh out some stuff before I hit record, so that way we could do our legs. You know, just stuff that I really didn't think I should do on camera because it's really monotonous, you know. It's just a lot of, grab this line segment and, there's just a lot of, you can see I kind of been working on the pinky here. I've just been kind of looking at my own hand and working on, like, for example, I think this is still wrong, but I came across something. Um, about halfway down here. The first thing, I learned a new trick that I wanted to tell you guys about, thanks to our awesome friend over at Foul Zone Fantasies. I think it's called Foul Zone Tutorials is his YouTube channel. I get a lot of good stuff from him. In that last video that I posted about, I linked it in my last video, so if you want to see that, go check it out. Whoops. Go check that out. And there's a link to the video that this tutorial, or that the tutorial, and then looking at my hand, this is about even with this knuckle over here. Whoops. About right there. And the tip here. Let's go to face select. But this is all I've been doing today. Whoops. This face. I've just been kind of looking at my own hand, and on my hand, the tip of my pinky, if I just lay it out, straight, the tip of my pinky kind of goes just about halfway, um, halfway between these two knuckles on this finger. But this finger, I think, is the one that I've been working on. I was trying to scale this down a little bit, and then I got to scale this up because my middle finger actually sticks out quite a ways from my pointer finger over here and my ring finger over here. So that's where I was at with it. And the reason I'm recording right now, and the reason I decided to turn off my beloved corn and hit the record button, is because I found a mistake that I made. And while I realized what was happening rather quickly, I wanted to share it with you guys um, so that way if you're out there and something similar happens to you, then you guys know what it looks like. So what I was doing, so you know, um, I've been moving these knuckles around and moving the fingers and such like that. So you guys can kind of see, if you remember my last video, these were all exactly the same length, and I was just moving the knuckles, looking at my left hand while I worked. And it came to the ring finger, and I was moving these knuckles around by hitting Shift Alt on line segment, by the way, up here, line segment, edge select. I hit Shift Alt and hit that. So now I can hit G twice instantly. So hit GG. And now I can move this line segment along the normals, just like that. So that's pretty cool. But what happened is I moved that down just a little bit right there. And then I was like, da da da. What song was I listening to? Oh, Got the Life from Korn. It was like, listen, just jamming out, yeah. And then I did this. I hit Shift, Alt, then boom. Okay, now you see this. This is the mistake that occurred. now I'm looking at it going, okay, and why is this not working? So I hit Shift Alt again and hit the line segment. And this should be selecting the entire line segment here. So I was like, wait, what's going on here? Shift Alt, boom. That should go all the way around. It's not though. Let's try this one. Shift Alt, boom. Oh wait, that does it. So what's happening? And I hit GG a couple times, and this right here is what I did, and that's what I noticed. Okay, so do you see? Dang it, I can't. Here, maybe I can. All right. So do you see what's happening there? That was my giveaway that something was underneath here. So let's hit Control Z. And so what I did is I hit Z wireframe mode. And look at that. There's my mistake right there. You see it? Let's see. Okay, there you go. Do you see it now? How about now? Yeah, you see it now. I know you see it now. Come on, select my face. I can't select it. I know you've seen there, see? Now you see it. Now what this is when I was filling in these faces, because if you remember from my last video, I created this hand in a modular design and then connected each module to create these knuckle spaces to use as knuckles. And what I did is I selected these faces right here and hit fill. Now what happened here is I was reckless. And at some point I filled in these 3 vertices to create this face. So now I cannot move this vertice where I want to, or I mean this edge where I want to, because of this edge right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit X and we're going to delete only edge. And that should fix the problem. So now let's go back to solid view. And now if we're in edge select, so if we hit Shift Alt, and there you go. Now you can see when I deleted that, I lost this face right here. Not a problem. So we're going to go back to vertice. We're going to hold down Shift, and we're going to hit that vertice, this one, and this one. We're just going to hit F. That simple, right there. Problem solved. Issue resolved. And now I should be able to do Shift Alt and hit double G and move it down like that. And that should be the end of our problem. And that's what I wanted to show you guys, because like I said, the problem with the tutorials that I'm looking at and that I'm watching are that you don't really get a chance to see where the mistakes get made. And I'm going to do that. Yes. My middle finger is rather thick, so let's scale that up a teeny bit. But if you don't ever get to see what the mistakes look like and how people fix those mistakes, then how are you supposed to know how to fix them? You know, that's the whole point. What should I do to fix that? Well, this is again why I didn't really want to record right now, because it's just a lot of trial and error, a lot of playing around and experimenting and seeing how I like certain things. Like, I really want to be somewhat realistic, but obviously this is going to be a cartoon character, so So I'm not super worried about realism. 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 But I do want it to be somewhat realistic. I want it to be a cartoon. Alright, so I wanted to experiment with something just to see. Control save, by the way, guys, if you're out there, go to object mode, smooth shading. Smooth shading? That's alright, we can fix that. Oh, that's why. Anyway. So, anyway. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Just trying to get this ready for sculpting so that way we can, I might not even sculpt it, really. I might just end up skipping to the rigging and animation portion. Just because sculpting seems to be incredibly time consuming, which is fine. I'm not against time consuming. But as you know, I don't get a whole lot of time. And I really want to show you guys some kind of, oops, some kind of a, oh, come on, really? So that's what I mean, see? So the best way to actually do that is to either learn your deselect, because my deselect isn't actually right click like I thought it was, or like I said it was. Oh, come on. But is click on here once with nothing hit, and then hit your Shift Alt. And just keep working on getting everything situated. Like my knuckle here should be moved back just a tiny bit. So GG back here so that this one, whoops. Alright, so what happened here, alright, so Control Z. I accidentally hit F instead of G, so I didn't know if it had done anything, but once I tried to move it, I realized that it did. So GG. But that knuckle should be pretty close to the middle finger knuckle right there. So, and then this one should be probably be back just a little bit farther to close more closely. Well, this one right here actually could come back, and then it should be all right. And then scale that down just a little bit. No, back there. That should be just about right. And just like I said, that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing no tutorials today. I'm not, yeah, I'm not. I'm just working. I got a fat thumb, so I left that kind of the same. So I don't got a toe thumb. I got like a longer thumb. So if I just hold my hand like this, that's kind of where it sits. Is like the thumb right here is kind of almost in line with these knuckles. I mean, this might even be a little short. So what I can do is hit this and then grab along normals. No, that did not work. somewhere in there. And just keep on keeping on. But you can see that now we're getting to, let's do this. We're getting to more of an actual hand shape. You can see that my pinky actually comes, I think my pinky is actually a little bit shorter than that, because I think my pinky might be closer to right here. In between, it's just a little bit above. It's like about, I would say, oh, I guess that's right. It's just the tip of my pinky. If I put my hand down on the table or my desk. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why. No matter how good I sleep, I sit down at the computer. I think it's because it's warm in here. I think it's because it's hot in here, so I just get fucking. I just get so tired. Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't sleep right. I felt like I slept pretty good last night. Anyway, if I put my hand down on the desk, my pinky comes to probably somewhere in here, so I've got that pretty much right. Now, what I'm not sure about is how to do these knuckles right here, because I'm wondering if these lines right here are off, because I do. Let's play with this a little bit. So this line, oh wait, I'm on face select. All right, so this line, maybe take maybe right here. That's what we've been doing. So now, what I'm gonna edit this down quite a bit, because I've been desperately trying to not have hour-long episodes. But you know what? Actually, what I'm gonna do now that I think about it is I'm going to put out 2 episodes today. I'm gonna do this one, fixing the hand and finding those problems. And then I'll do the waist and the legs in the next video. So keeping it relatively short. Awesome. All right, guys. I'll be right back with the next episode. If you're watching and following along, I appreciate you. I'm working on doing some kind of raffle or giveaway. The problem being is that we only have 2 average viewers, so if that's going to be the case, I might as well just have you guys that are still watching message me on something, and maybe we'll do an appreciation of some kind. You know what? That's what I'll do. Since I don't have a lot of money and I don't have stuff to give away and I don't have a lot of viewers to do a raffle, if you have content, if you're watching this and you have a platform of any kind, link it to me. Leave it in a comment. Figure out something to get me your information, and I will start promoting you in my videos, so that way anybody who watches them in the future can come and find you. And I will also promote you on Twitter if you would like. And, oh, what is this here? What do we got going on right here? There's some, no, geometry's clean. Oh, it's a shadow. Okay. Woo. So that's what I'll do. If you actually watch these videos and you're hearing this right now, then leave me some sort of comment, leave me a private message. You can direct message me on Facebook, you can Twitter, PlayStation Network. I have a Steam, but I don't have any games. I don't really play PC games much. I don't do it. leave me something and I will boost your content for you. So until next time, in the next 5 to 10 minutes, thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you again in here in a few minutes, and I love you all dearly. So, bye. I know I'm bad at byes. I don't know how to say goodbye. But thanks for stopping by, guys. I love to see you on this Saturday, and I'll be back with some legs and feet next. So stay tuned.